massive thing, guys. Even though the press release over at Marvel.com regarding Sony and Marvel deal mentioned precisely that it's Peter Parker who we're going to see for a third reboot, people still insist that Miles Morales could be or should be or must be the new Spider-Man for a third reboot. Now, just recently Donald Glover, who by the way is already 31 years old, expressed his opinion on becoming Spider-Man and actually playing Spider-Man, whether it's a good thing for him or bad thing. Interesting thing about Glover is that back in 2010 he was among fan favorites to play the new Spider-Man for the Amazing Spider-Man reboot. He was actually out there among with many possible choices, including Logan Lerman, and bunch of petitions and bunch of fan pictures with Glover's face photoshopped onto Miles Morales were surfing around the web. It was a huge deal. Donald for Spider-Man was a popular hashtag and people really wanted him to play Miles Morales for, at that time, the Amazing Spider-Man reboot. The whole fan campaign was so huge that even Sony and Mark Webb acknowledged it and threw Donald Glover's Easter egg in the Amazing Spider-Man 1. That's right, there's a picture of him right in Peter's room. Of course, eventually Glover did play Miles Morales, even though it was in a cartoon and even though it was just his voice. He voiced Miles Morales in Ultimate Spider-Man Web Warriors episodes and he did pretty well. Now, just recently in an interview with Yahoo Movies, he answered whether he's still interested in playing the wall crawler, quote, "Of course, I would always be honored to play Spider-Man, but I just want this Spider-Man movie to be dope. That's all I want." As for the whole fan movement, fan support, he responded, quote, "I'm leaving it to them. Campaigning's part of life, but for me, I've got a lot of stuff and that I'm really excited about, and dropping it all, of course it's been an honor, but it's fine if it comes, if not." He added more details in a following interview with the Daily Beast, quote, "It would be cool for them to go with something different. To be real, I'd be honored to play it. I just want to see the best choice. I'd love to see any young guy do something interesting. That goes for the director, Spider-Man, Mary Jane, etc. I just want interesting choices that make people question things. One of the reasons The Dark Knight worked is because people didn't think it was going to work. I'm excited, thought. It will be nice to see what Marvel does using him, especially in the Avengers universe." So what are your thoughts, guys? Are you up for Miles Morales? If not on the big screen, let's say the TV series spin-off with Spider-Man now joining Marvel, it is quite possible. Or you actually want to see Peter Parker, as some people call it, done right. Finally done right. Let's say you weren't satisfied with Tobey Maguire's films, you weren't satisfied with Andrew Garfield, and that's why you still want Peter Parker on the big screen to be done right, not Miles Morales. Personally, I think a time for Miles will come eventually. Will be great to end the third reboot whenever it will end with the death of Spider-Man story arc, as I've been saying for a bunch of times now, with the Ultimate Road, him getting killed by Goblin. Or let's say there's some possible other dimensions, something else there, with Miles actually having his TV series in another universe or in the same universe. Do you think it's actually great, and do you support Donald Glover as Spider-Man? Despite his age, he still looks like the part and he still could probably pull it. And let's say if Miles will appear on the big screen at some time, if not Donald, who else? Jaden Smith? What are your choices? Check out the full interview description box, let me know what you guys think, and I'm off for now.